All right. Welcome. Happy Monday. It's going. Hi. Hey out there. Hey everyone. Happy Monday if you are joining us live or the day of, and if not, happy whatever day it is. It is July 13th here though, live in Chicago, and I'm starting up week 3 of these daily pop-up classes. So we're gonna keep it going at least through July. It's totally doable. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it at the beginning of the month, but now I'm like, I'm set, I'm good, it feels good. So every Monday through Friday, we're doing these pop-up classes, trying to get them started before noon, but that's why they're pop-ups, because they're a little bit loosey-goosey on the time, you know. I'm midnight. Did I say that already? I can't remember. But anyway, welcome. Happy to be here. And yeah, today, Monday, I always just feel like Mondays are just need to get the bones moving, to get the energy flowing, whatever happened over the weekend, maybe shake it out or let it refuel you. But we're going to do more of a yoga flow inspired class today. So I am not a certified yoga instructor. I've been a yogi for many, many years, over 20 years. So I've practiced yoga a lot. I use it a lot in my warm-ups. I use it a lot in my classes that I teach. And so this is not going to be a traditional yoga class. If you're looking for the Sanskrit names, and if you're looking for the traditional structure of the yoga class, I'm not your girl for that. But if you just want to move your body around, feel really good, these are kind of the yoga poses and the moves that I like to do for my body, and they just help get my spine going, definitely get blood pumping, get my muscles working. We'll, of course, sprinkle in some Pilates in there too, get our core, just get a nice full body flow going. So that's the plan. Modify whenever you need to, take breaks whenever you need to. And if you ever need to come down and rest, child's pose, grab water, whatever, it's your body. I'll work it the way you need. There's a pose you want to do that I'm not doing, go for it. We're just here to move our bodies together and get this week started. All right, let's get going. Let me take this little sticker off the top just so we have a little bit more room. There we go. Oh, okay. Get our bones moving. We'll just come to a seated position, wherever feels comfortable, where you can sit up tall. So if this cross-leg position, you're not able to sit tall, you're kind of rounding here, grab yourself a little block or a little booster seat, a pillow to sit up tall on, because we really want to lengthen up, open up the collarbone, get that spine as straight as we can. Ground down through your sit bones. Rest your hands on your knees. You close your eyes. Take some deep inhale, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose. Fill the lower belly up. Let that belly come out, feel like a balloon. Exhale, pull the belly button in, try and wring everything out. One more, inhale, exhale. Keep the eyes closed and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Doing big circles with the shoulders, trying to keep our eyes closed. So I always notice that I can feel into my body a lot better when I'm not looking at anything. I'm going inwards. Circle other direction. Doing a little check-in as we're rolling the shoulders around, maybe checking in. Notice if you're leaning to one side. Notice if any muscles, any bones feel tight or sore. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears as high as you can. Squeeze and then just release, let them fall down. Again, shrug the shoulders up to the ears and let them fall. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, release, fall down. Drop the chin towards the chest. Do some gentle circles side to side. Maybe start small, then you can get bigger. Just keep this circle to the front. Just rolling from the right side to the left side. Feeling a stretch in the back of the neck, lengthening the neck. So not just collapsing, down, but reaching your head like someone's pulling it longer from the spine. So bring it over to one ear. Feel a big stretch to the side of the neck. If you need to blink your eyes open to see what's going on, go for it. Opposite hand is going to reach in the opposite direction of your head. Increase the stretch down the neck. And maybe the other hand gently places on the top of the head. Increasing that nice long stretch through all the neck muscles. To release the hands, roll the head forward through the center over to the other side. That big stretch. I can feel that this side is tighter on me. I don't know about you. Stretch the opposite hand if you want to. And you can place the other hand on top gently. Maybe kind of increase the stretch, increase the length between the jawbone and the shoulder bone. Release the hands, bring it back center, come all the way up. Blink your eyes open. Extend the chin up towards the ceiling. So you're jutting the chin out. You're like a jut up and out. You make a funny face with it. And again, think of stretching the chin, stretch the muscles in the front of the neck. Keep that length with the chin and then start to rotate side to side. So again, it's the difference between doing this and just doing this. I'm not just flopping my head back. That kind of feels bad in my back of my neck. So I'm reaching the chin up, extending through the spine. Cervical spine is that upper spine in our neck, and then rotating around there. So I'm creating space in between the neck bones, not just crunching them down and then rotating them on themselves. I'm going to reach them, lengthen them, and then rotate them in that traction through the neck. Good. Bring it back to center. Stack the head back onto the spine. Hands again, place onto the knees if they went anywhere, and just circle that chest around. Big circles. Oh, maybe feeling a little adjustments in the spine. Feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades as you go back. Maybe holding onto the knees, pulling on the knees. Give yourself a little extra moment wherever you need to. In the front, pull back on the knees and lift the heart through. So I'm using my arms to give me some leverage to stretch around. Circle other direction. Pull that belly button in. Keep breathing. Just kind of playing with the motion here. Again, this is your flow. That's what it's all about. Now, this doesn't always feel like a flow. Sometimes it feels more crunchy than a flow, but this is your dance, whatever you're doing today. Everyone's dance is a little bit different and should be. It makes it interesting. But sit all the way up. All right. Take one shin and put it down so it's parallel to your mat or parallel in front of you. Other leg is going to try and stack right on top. Heel, ankle tries to stack right on top of the opposite knee, and then this ankle is right underneath the other knee. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe your knee is all the way up here and you're just trying to gently press it down. If you can stack the shins right on top, shift the hips side to side, maybe start to lean forward. If this feels like no go, not accessible today, take this front foot and just set it right in front of the knee. And you can do this stretch as well. Both I feel into my hips. So again, it's not about one being better than the other. It's just which one works for your body today. And lengthen through the spine. So grab onto the floor and pull yourself forward, almost like you're trying to crawl away. So you reach the heart forward. Feel that big stretch through the spine. Sway side to side. And just finding whatever feels good in our body. All right, let's get our first twist in of the day. Come all the way up. Take opposite hand of the leg that's on top. Grab on, sit up tall, rotate. Other hand spirals around, rotate. Put this hand, backhand, down on the floor and give yourself that leverage. Dig the fingers into the floor and then twist your body. Now, can you suck the belly button in like you're wearing a corset and see if that wrings you out deeper? Good. Come over to the other side. Grab onto this foot or grab onto the thigh. Other hand goes around and twist. You're not letting the hip shift. The sit bones are planted into the floor like tent stakes. Don't let them go anywhere. It's rotating from the hips up. Go ahead, bring it back center. Tuck this foot in if you can and extend the bottom leg. You don't have to if you can also keep it in the figure four, or you can drop it down onto the floor. Then you tuck it into that half lotus, into that hip crease there. Inhale, arms all the way up. Flex those front toes. Exhale, reach towards the leg. So this first part is just kind of stretching, getting into the joints, waking them up. Again, I like to do gentle swaying with a lot of these poses, especially because just that like static stretching, at least for me, for my body on a Monday, is a little bit too much. Like I gotta get those muscles moving, not just stretched and holding, but like stretched and moving around. Get that blood flow into it. Do a little bit more dynamic movements. Good, come all the way up. Take the same or opposite hand of that knee that's bent, put it on, reach back behind. Maybe these fingers reach all the way back behind the shirt around the back and they grab onto your toes. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist deeper. Maybe not. Maybe they just stick onto the floor and they give you the extra leverage, or they grab onto your shirts, wherever they can. Keep energy through that front leg. I always forget about that. Keep flexing the foot or point to the toe, but keep energy through. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. One more. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Look a little bit further. Your body goes where your eyes go, so let those eyes help you. Good. Come center. Yeah. Go ahead. Shift this. So now I'm going to come from here. I'll just stay here. And then open up that leg. Instead of turning, that would have been more awkward. One knee tucked in, other leg lengthened out. Inside of the elbow or the hand comes down in front of the leg. Other arm reaches up, bicep by the ear. Try and keep the bicep by the ear. So you don't want the head to go away. I want to reach, keep that bicep like there's a pillow tucked right in between here, and I'm squeezing that pillow. Reach the crown of the head, sit bone down, spiral the chest up towards the ceiling. Adding an arm circle. Circle this arm around. Oh, that should feel, well, I don't know what that should feel like. That should feel like something. It's early in the morning. Oh, getting into those joints. Circle other direction. Up and around. I feel a big stretch in my side body as well. Down that hip. Reach. Let the arm come all the way up. Ooh, and take you out of it. Nice. Good. Switch over to the other side. This leg is bent in. Other leg is going to stack around top. And maybe you're just trying to get that knee down. Put the foot in front. Or stack the shins. Walk your hips back and forth. And start to slide yourself forward. Stretching into those hips. Preparing those hips for this week. Whatever's going to happen. Maybe you're going to do some walking. Maybe you're going to do some sitting. You're going to do some biking. It's been so hot and muggy in Chicago, but yesterday was beautiful. It's like a low mid 70s, a nice breeze. It was amazing. Went out, we did some frisbee, soaked up the sun, went and got some coffee, iced coffee. But it was a really lovely Sunday. So come all the way up. Opposite hand of the leg that's on top. It grabs on, other hand comes back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. But really, whatever you do, whether it's activity or inactivity, your hips get the brunt of it. Your spine gets the brunt of it. Your shoulders probably do too. So no matter what, it's good to get into those joints, work those muscles. Center, go the other way. Hand can go on the foot or onto the leg. Other hand reaches around. And notice if twisting one direction feels more awkward than the other. Typically, too, it's whatever, when you lay in bed, your head will fall to one side, maybe feel weird to the other side. It's usually just the way that your body tends to twist. So always working towards evening ourselves out. Come back center. Option to tuck this leg up. Extend the bottom leg. Flex those toes, inhale up, exhale forward. Or stick that leg in a figure four or put that foot down onto the floor. You may feel some pressure. I feel a little almost like a fascia release from my weight pushing my foot into this leg, and it's giving it like a little bit of a nervy massage. That's not bad. It can be, if it feels like too painful, then back off, but getting that little bit of massage and pressure is good. It helps break up the fascia, to break up those connective tissues that get really stuck and stiff. So you gotta work them out. That's what rolling out is all about too. Come all the way up. Yeah, go around the body, so opposite hand. Inhale up and around, and if you can, maybe grab onto those toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Let the eyes help you, let them go. Then again, try to remember, suck that belly button in. I always forget that too as I'm twisting, and let my stomach go. And then when I suck it in, I can usually maybe twist just a millimeter further. Energy through that front leg. Yeah, bring it back center. Bring that leg down, bring this leg out to the side. Side bend, hand comes down in front, eyes up by the ear, reach over. Then pull the belly button in, reach through. This hip is pulling back the other way. So I'm reaching this way, but also this hip is active and pushing back down the opposite direction. Spiral the chest up towards the ceiling, big arm circles around. Going to your biggest range of motion. May not look like mine. That is okay. We are going to where our shoulders, our limit is, and we're working into that range of motion. Circle other direction. Big reaches. Reach all the way over. Come all the way up. Nice work. Feet together. Just do a little Baddha Konasana. One Sanskrit. Do a little butterfly pose. Maybe flap those wings. Then open up, peel up the soles of the feet. I always like doing this, massage into the soles of the feet. If you don't like touching your feet, if you got some, I know I have like gross callous dancer feet. Like I got you, I understand. But it's so good. Our feet do so much to us. Let's maybe change or explore that relationship with our feet. And even if we don't have a problem with our feet, just give them some like intentional attention right now, because we don't pay enough attention to them. Massage your thumbs into them. You just like scratch into them. Just wake them up. Let them know we're thinking about them. Then shift yourself forward. Give yourself that little stretch. Elbows can come down or hands can come down and gently push down to give you a deeper stretch. And go wherever feels good. And lengthen through the crown of the head. If you want to reach forward, you can absolutely reach forward. You're just kind of going where your body wants. And doing that gentle, maybe a little sway side to side. All right, we're gonna do a little Pilates break, then get into more of that flow for the yoga. Okay, so coming down. I'm not even gonna make you do 100 today. What? I mean, we're gonna do other abs, but we're gonna leave the 100 for another time. Pull the belly button in, that 1, 2, 3 connection of the core. Suck the belly button in, lengthen the tailbone, pull the ribs in. Let's start with our marching, just lifting up and lowering down. I want to get to the point where I know how to contract my abs so hard that this feels, I don't want to say hard, but I feel my abs working. Because again, it's not about the range of motion. Like, we don't have to be doing giant jackknives and giant crazy things to feel our abs. If I'm really contracting my abs hard enough, I should feel them just by doing this. So see if you can contract your abs so hard, engage them so tightly, that even this, you're like, oh yeah, I feel them working. Good. Bring both knees up, tabletop position. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Put your hands onto the knees and start to press. Gentle press. Doesn't have to be hard. You can absolutely keep your head down as well. Just want that lower back to stay planted on the mat. Dead bug. You reach opposite arm off, or same arm, same hand, and bring it back. Reach and back. You keep pressure on the hand that's on the knee the whole time. Reach to the crown of the head. Keep a gap between chin and chest. You don't have to press hard to feel those abs working. Breathe. Inhale on the way out. Exhale as you draw in. One more each side. Inhale. exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Go right into your single leg stretch and switch, switch. So even though we're pulling the knee in this time, I want those abs to be contracted just as hard. Pull that knee in. Use your hands to pull it in tight. Now, let go of your hands and use your abs to pull in that knee just as tight. Pull the knee in. How tight can you get that knee in? 2 more. Both knees hug into the chest. Relax your head down for a moment. Good. Double leg stretch. And use your hands first. Pull the knees in. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend arms and legs long. Circle. Tuck back into a ball. Pull the knees in as tight as you can. How small can you tuck in? Tuck into that ball small. One more like this. All right. Now do it. But don't use your hands and try and tuck in just as tight. Oh, yeah, abs. Reach out. Circle, tuck in, tuck in just as tight. Out, circle, tuck in tight. 2 more. Reach out, circle, tuck in tight. Last one. Reach, circle, tuck in tight. Yeah, relax, head, neck, and shoulders down. Grab onto one leg. Give yourself a little stretch. Little moment. Little pause. Point flex the foot. And roll that ankle around. Switch over to the other side. Just get that length through the hamstring before we go into our scissor kicks. The point flex of the foot. Good. Extend both legs. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse. On that second pulse, lift higher. Use your hands on your legs. Lift higher, switch. Lift higher, switch. Lift higher. Lift higher. Okay, no hands. Lift higher still. Lift higher. Lift higher. See if your abs can do the work your arms were doing. Lift higher. 1 more each side. Last one. Good. The arms go, or legs go up. You can even talk. Lift and lower the upper body, just up and down. Whew. Yeah, I feel my abs burning in there already. I don't know about you. Gap between chin and chest. I can always tell because when I get tired, I start to do this business that I know I tell you not to. All of us, see, we all have our habits. Get a break. Hold the head up, lower the legs down. Zip, lift the legs up. If you need to, put your hands underneath your tailbone. But again, it's not about how low you go. It's about how tightly you're stabilizing the core. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Let the legs help stabilize you. 3 more. Last 2. Oh yeah, core. Last one. 1 more exercise of this abs series. Crisscross. Cross over. Switch. Cross. Switch. Cross. Cross. And I need to tilt my chin back just a little bit. Focus more on my elbow or my shoulder pulling across the body. It's not my chin pulling across. It's my shoulder. We have 4. 3, 2, 1. Yes, relax it all the way down. Take it to a spinal twist. Let those knees fall one side. Stop the hips. You can let that shoulder come up and then just reach the shoulder back. Let's feel that rotation to the spine. Those abs. Relax for a moment. Over to the other side. Yeah, hips stay stacked. Reach that other arm away. All right, let's get into a little bit of a yoga flow. Did all those yoga poses at the beginning. It felt good. My joints feel warm. My core definitely feels warm now. So let's start to flow it out. All right, depending on your space, I may have to kind of navigate my space a little bit, but if you have the room, stretch it out, do whatever you need to do. Starting in quadruped, let's just work into our downward dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, stretch the hips back, and then start to walk those feet out. I'm talking about your downward dog. So put pressure, focus on the pressure being in the L of your hand. That pointer finger and thumb, and then the space, the crease in between the pointer finger and the thumb. Pour your weight to that side of the palm and push both heels down to the ground. Try to press your chest through. Stick the tailbone. You're not rounding the spine. You're lengthening the tailbone up towards the ceiling, feeling a big stretch in the back of the hamstrings, maybe into the calves. I feel calves a lot here. Breathe into it. Keep pressing to those shoulders, maybe opening up the shoulders, feeling it into that chest too. My feet are about hip-width distance apart. And shift your weight into your plank position. Just hold your plank. So ideally, keep your feet and hands exactly where they are. If you need to do any like adjustments forward or back, you can. But try and find that spot where you are stacked. Shoulders over wrists and on the tippy toes. Then just from there, push back to your downward dog. Press through the shoulders. Lift the tailbone up. Again, shift forward into your plank. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your inner thighs. Push through those shoulders. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Back into the downward dog. One more. Back into the plank. Lower yourself down. Bend the elbows. Let them go towards the sides of the body so they're skimming right by your rib cage. Pull the belly button in. If you need to drop to your knees, you can. Lower all the way down to the floor. All right, going into a little baby cobra. Hands stay here. Pull yourself forward like you're doing going to do an army crawl, and then reach up to the crown of the head. Super small. Pull the belly button in here. Try and suck the belly button off of the floor, off of the mat. And lower down. Tap the forehead. Lift back up into baby cobra. Or if you want to go a little bit further, go up to a sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Then stretch your chest forward. Reach up to the crown of the head. I'm trying to lift my belly button off of the mat here. So my transverse abdominis. My abs are contracted. Lower back down. An option to go baby cobra, sphinx, or full cobra. Full cobra, hands are underneath your shoulders. Lift yourself all the way up. Make sure you're not shrugging into your shoulders. Make sure you're not letting the belly go. I'm still pulling this belly in like there's a flame right here. I'm going to suck it up off of that flame. Lower all the way down. Tuck the toes under or stay on your knees to push yourself up into plank position. Lift up to a downward dog. Do a little walkout. Bend your knees. Look forward in between your hands. Just step yourself forward for right now. Feet about hip-width distance or maybe like a fist-width distance apart. Slight bend in the knees. Reach up to the crown of the head, flat back. Let's talk about this flat back for a second. So here are the things that happen with flat back. We get around the spine, so we don't want to be here. Just like our downward dog, we tilt the tailbone back, reach through the heart, pull the belly button in, and now shoulders are going to pull up, back, and down, and then skim onto our legs. So they're not here, and we're here, pulling back. Little details, but they make a big difference. We come all the way down. That was a while to hold that flat back. If you need to take a break, great. Bend your knees, come all the way up to standing. My head's getting cut off, but don't worry. We're going to dive all the way back down again. Yeah. Again, come all the way up to standing. Just going to do this a few times. It's kind of nice getting that. You can dive back down. If you feel like you're getting a head rush, take it slower. You don't need to do it every time. Otherwise, also getting a dynamic stretching in our hamstrings. One more time. Hold it up at the top. I'll hold it up here. Grab onto one wrist and stretch it over to one side. Inhale up. Grab onto the other wrist. Inhale, lift, cactus the arms, open up through the heart. Inhale up. Dive all the way forward. Flat back stretch. Lift it up, pull the shoulder blades back, reach the crown of the head. Hands come down, step it back into your plank or jump it back into your plank. Lower yourself down, and now option to do an up dog. What's up, dog? Tuck the toes under, lift it through the heart. Keep the thighs off of the mat. Or you go to your cobra, your sphinx, or your baby cobra. Tuck the pelvis, push all the way back into your downward dog. All right, let's start to flow those legs up. Step your feet together in towards the midline. One leg goes up back behind you. Navigate your space. Keep the hips stacked, so don't let those hips open quite yet. Keep the hips square. And then press through that back heel. Let's do a little lifts and lowers right here. Engaging through the seat. Pulling the belly button in and pressing through the shoulders. Hold it. Now turn the foot out and kick it to the side. Then kick it back. Kick it to the side. Show you what this looks like. To the side. You're like chopping it to the side. You will feel it on that standing leg. One more. Hold it to the back. Bend the knee. Now let the hips open up and reach that heel back behind you. Try and keep the shoulders square in front, so you're not letting the chest move. Just reaching that heel back and working through the hips. Good, bring it back. Bring that foot down. If you want to go through a vinyasa, go through a vinyasa. If you want to hang out in child's pose, hang out in child's pose to give your shoulders a little bit of a rest before we go over to the other side. Wherever you are, meet us back in downward dog. Lift up the other leg and square the hips to those little lifts up and down. Lengthening through the glutes, pushing through the palms. If your wrists get tired, you can also do this in a dolphin position. It's more into the shoulders. You can bring down your forearms or just take a rest. Hold it up, bring this leg out to the side, wood chop it to the side, then back. Wood chop to the side and back. Kick those toes forward. Try and aim the toes to the front. Keep drawing the belly in, stabilizing through that standing leg. A few more. Yeah, last one. Bring the leg back, bend the knee, let the hips open up. Feel that reach, pulling this toe back behind me, and then squaring my chest back to the floor. Get an oppositional pull. One part of my body is pulling one way, the other part is pulling the other way, and that's how I'm stretching and working my muscles. Bring this foot down. Go through a vinyasa or just push back into child's pose. We're all going to meet in child's pose. So come on down to child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes barely touching, hips sink down towards the heels, and stretch your arms forward. Okay, take a breath here. I'm going to tuck in my shirt. It's always like that time in yoga class when you see everyone tuck their shirts in, or Pilates class, to be honest. All right. Bring yourself back up to a downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, hop, step, or jump yourself forward. Halfway lift, reach the crown of the head, come all the way down. Bend the knees, lift all the way up. Grab onto one wrist, reach up and over, side bend. Other wrist, reach up and over, side bend. Cactus the arms, open up through the heart. Kind of like our boss pose, but just cactus arms. Lift up, dive all the way forward. Inhale, reach the crown of the head, halfway lift. All the way down. Step, jump, hop back into your plank. Go through your vinyasa, where you go down into your cobra, baby cobra, or sphinx, or into your up dog, and then push back to your downward dog. So vinyasa just means flow. So that's why I call it that, and a lot of yoga instructors and yogis call it that. Just that going down to the mat, into your up dog, then back to your downward dog is just a pretty common sequence in yoga. So it's a pretty common vinyasa to do. So that's where that term comes from. Step your feet together. One leg goes up towards the ceiling. Keep your hips square. All right, bring your knee to your chest and shift into your plank. Reach it back up again. Again, shift it forward, knee to chest. Back up. Two more, knee to chest. And up. One more, knee to chest. Back up. Knee to chest and step all the way through to your nice long lunge position. If you need to readjust your feet, go for it. Knee is well over that ankle, maybe a little bit forward, but not too much. Then see if you can actually scoot the toes back so you're pushing forward on those toes. You're not leaning back here. You're actually pressing forward onto this front foot. Find that balance as you bring yourself up. Reach the arms overhead. Reach up to the crown of the head and the sternum, the breastbone. Keep the hips square. Yes, we're going to get into this leg. Hold. Arms come forward. Same arm as the leg that's forward reaches back. Twist. Sweep this arm back up and overhead. Dive the arms all the way down. Hand stays down, back into your twist. Hand comes down. Leg pulls back. See if you can keep this leg lifted as you go into your vinyasa. Push back to your downward dog or go into a child's pose to rest before we hit that second side. Take a moment, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Meet us in downward dog. If you're not there already, the foot goes up. Knee to chest, shift yourself forward into plank. Exhale. Push back. Inhale. Exhale. Press forward. Dig in with those abs. So this is the same exact thing as we did in our ab series. When we didn't have our hands to pull in that knee, we had to use our core instead. That's what we're doing here. And step that foot all the way through. Lunge position. Shift your weight forward. Knee going over the toes, pushing into those back toes. Find your balance, come up. You need to steady yourself for a moment, totally fine. With the arms overhead, reach up through the sternum, the breastbone. Pull the belly in, hands forward, twist, look over that shoulder. Balance challenge, keep that back leg strong and straight. Good, swing that back hand forward and up, reaching up. Hands come down. Hand stays down and into that twist and reaching up, push the hip flexor down of that back leg. Hand comes down, back leg comes up into your vinyasa flow. Downward dog. Hold in your dog. Take one deep breath. Bend your knees, look in between your hands. Up, jump, step yourself forward. Halfway lift. All the way down. Bend the knees, come all the way up. All right, let's hold here for a moment, yeah? Holding here, bring it out nice and wide. Good. One hand goes to the front of your thigh, other hand reaches up. You skim yourself down, and then actually turn this foot out. Skim your foot down or skim your hand down the inseam. Keep the other arm reaching up, and come all the way up. Yeah, so this is kind of like a little strength training / Pilates / yoga fusion thing right here. It's like you're trying to balance a platter of glasses above you, and you're really getting the back of this hand brushing down the inseam of that leg. Feeling that stretch through the side body. One more. Hold it down. Keep the belly pulled in. Reach this arm overhead if you can. If you don't have the space, just then see maybe if you can reach this arm overhead too. The more to reach overhead, ooh, you should really feel that in that oblique, that side body. Good, reach back up, pull yourself back up again, switch to the other side. So foot comes forward, other foot turns out, inseam of your leg, reach up, carve it down. Whew. Okay. Oh, the hip pop there. Yeah. Top arm like you're balancing a platter of glasses. This may just feel like a stretch. May not feel like anything, but good for our spine, good for our support. It does work our core when we're hanging out down there, or obliques, or those side abs. One more. All the way down. Good. Now I have the space. Reach overhead with the top arm. Maybe have a slight bend in those knees. Keep the belly pulled in, then see if you can reach the other arm overhead. Ooh, that feels so much harder to hold. Just breathe here. Or you can bend the elbows. Go wherever you need to. Good, drop that bottom arm. Top arm goes up. Reach yourself all the way up. Ooh, heel toe your feet together. Little funky dance move. All right, let's go back in. Dive yourself all the way down. Ooh, reach up the crown of the head. Hands down. Step, jump, hop yourself back down to your vinyasa. All right, team. Legs come together. One leg goes up towards the ceiling. Bring elbow to the same elbow. So like a oblique crunch, Spider-Man crunch, as we used to call it. Cross it underneath you, opposite elbow. Shift it forward, push it back. Same elbow, spider, push it back. Opposite, cross it under, push it back. 2 more of each. Last one. Hold it in this cross. Hold, hold, hold. You can set it all the way down into your pigeon pose. And shift those hips side to side. Ooh, little stretch onto this hip. Now, the further this foot is forward in a 90-degree angle, it's more of a full pigeon pose. It's going to be more onto this hip. You just have to figure out where you want to go. Knee stays bent. The ankle can be a little bit closer to you or a little bit further away. It's finding what angle feels best in your body. Back leg is straight. Lift yourself up and then start to wiggle yourself down. Yeah, give yourself just that. Yeah, a little motion, getting into those hips. Nothing too crazy. Lift yourself up, maybe bend the back knee. Can you reach back behind you? I like to grab with my opposite hand back behind. Can you stretch it in? Keeping those hips square, reaching up through the heart. You can hook your elbow. It's wherever it feels good to you. Maybe you need a towel to grab onto it. Maybe you're like, nope, not today. Just not going to grab it. Good. Release wherever you are. Tuck those back toes under. Lift yourself up. Reach that leg up. Go into your one-legged vinyasa. Push back. All right, child's pose if you need it. 2 deep breaths in downward dog otherwise. Other leg goes up towards the ceiling. Knee to same elbow. Shift it forward, Spider-Man plank, and lift. Cross underneath you. Opposite elbow. And up. Same elbow. Press back. Opposite elbow. 2 more of each. Squeeze through the abs. Take breaks whenever you need. Modify whenever you need. Last one of each. Cross it over, hold. Set that foot down. Work into your pigeon pose. Or half pigeon, full pigeon, whatever you need. I'm going to scoot my foot a little bit more forward. Leave that gentle little sway. Back leg is straight. Shift yourself forward, side to side. Just feel nice. Again, getting into those hips. Working into that glute. Bring it up, bend the back leg. Reach back behind, maybe grab onto the foot. Maybe you're just reaching for it. Maybe this is where you go today. That's great. You're still, as long as you're trying, as long as you're working, we're never done, right? Our bodies are never just done. They're always on a journey. They're always working. They can always either grow or maintain. They're never finished. Which can be frustrating, but also once you accept it, it's kind of cool too. Good. Release. Hands go down. Push that leg back. Tuck the toes under. Back into your vinyasa. Tuck the toes. All right. I think we are almost done, y'all. Bend your knees. Jump, hop, or step yourself forward. Stand yourself all the way up. And wrestling for a little Pilates. Cross your feet over. Reach your arms out in front, or you can cross them over here like genie arms. Then come all the way down. See how low you can go. And maybe try to sit yourself all the way down on the floor without using your hands. If you need to use your hands, go for it. Otherwise, we're just going to see if we can get all the way down. Yes, now, big test. Bring yourself back up again. If you need to reach forward, you can. Try to bring yourself up without your hands. Stand up. How'd that go? It is okay. If you're like, nope, that did not go very well. Stack the other hand on top, try the other side. Bend yourself down. Try and lower down. One side's always a little bit crunchier than the other. And then try and bring yourself up. All right, whichever side was the crunchier side, go to that side to go down one last time. We always need to practice a little bit more on our crunchier side, whether we like it or not. All right, friends, going into last little bit, into a little bit of abs, a little bit of rolling of the spine, then we'll call it good. So, rolling all the way back, I'm just going to have to navigate space here. Rolling all the way back, lifting my toes up and over. I'm going to go to a rollover, pressing up and over, reaching through the crown of the head. It's like plow position in yoga. We call it rollover in Pilates. Open the legs up about hip width distance, then curl down slow. Push my hands into the ground, massage the spine. Bring the feet together, roll back over. Open the legs up, slowly roll down, controlled. One more like that. Over, open, curl down slow. All right, curling up into our teaser. Not much space. I'm going to go from a bent knee and try and straighten up if you can. 2 straight legs, reaching arms overhead, curl yourself up. Yeah, my little shelf right here. And tuck my knees in tabletop. I think this is where I'm going to go today. And curl back down slow and controlled. Oh, working through that sticky spot. Again, round yourself up. Curl. Tuck yourself in. I got my shelf here. I'm doing a little bit of a assistance on the shelf. If you have a wall or something, it's great. You can do that. Or also, if you scoot yourself back and you extend your legs, it gives you a little bit more space to navigate. One more like that. All right. We're going to try and combine those things together. Roll back down. Going into your rollover. Slowly curling down. Once your tailbone hits, though, curl yourself up. Have used that momentum into your teaser. Roll yourself down. Curling back into your rollover. Curling down. Rolling up into your teaser. With as much control as you can. I should have curled down a little bit further before I let that one go. Curl down, 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 down. Then curl up. Straighten lengthen through the neck. And that's always my tell. That's my sign. Getting tired. 2 more. Rolling down, rolling up. Last one. Roll back. Good. And roll up. Hold that teaser. Last teaser hold. You reach the arms up overhead, biceps by the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, release all the way down. My biceps didn't get quite to my ears, but again, I tried. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Nice, strong work. I feel hot. I feel sweaty. My body feels great though. My muscles feel warm. My joints especially feel good and loose and ready to go. I hope yours do too. Good, bring it into a child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes barely touching. Let's just take a moment to breathe here. Close your eyes, rest your forehead, third eye down. Inhale, breathe into the back body. Exhale everything out. To inhale, full up the belly, with the belly kind of hang towards the mat, the thing I was telling you not to do earlier. Just let that belly go now. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly make yourself all the way up to seated. And wherever you can sit up tall. Hands go back onto the knees. Maybe keep those eyes closed or close them back again. Just feel the length of the crown of the head. Feel if you feel any different, maybe lighter or longer, maybe not. Just see, and don't judge it. Just checking in with the body, learning more about the body. Slowly blink your eyes open. Take a deep inhale, arms go overhead, reach up to the crown of the head. Do our boss pose. You know we got to. I always end with that. Hands behind the head, open up to the heart, reach yourself back. That big open through the sternum. Give it up and let it all in. So open, soften the front of your body to release whatever needs to be released and to let in whatever is going to serve you and take its place. Stack the head back onto the spine. Amazing work. We'll end by fluffing our aura. We'll do a little namaste at the end as well because this is our yoga day today. Hands together, bring all the gratitude, your intention, positivity into your hands. Do a little shake out. Cross up top, in the middle, down low. Lift the energy up. Let it pour down on you. Thank you for joining me with this practice. Hands together, right at heart center. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and namaste. All right, team. That is it for today, Monday, July 13th. I feel good. Like, again, I am not a official yoga instructor. So I shy away from doing like a lot of yoga stuff because I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to be that. But I love it. I mean, again, I've been doing it for many, many years, a couple decades. And so I love doing it, and it just feels so good in my body. So I like sharing it whenever I can. So let me know how you felt about this one. And if you have any requests, please let me know, and I'll throw up our information again. Donation information for those who ask for it. Again, never required, but always putting it up there just because we have people ask about that. I will be still doing this through July. So I'm in Chicago, and there are some places opening back up again. Both Bucky and I, my partner and I, worked for different health clubs, and we also performed. Most of the shows that's not a thing that's coming back right now. But some of the health clubs are opening back up again. But we are going to be staying quarantined and kind of shifting gears a little bit. Actually, my health club is still closed. So the location that I'm at is still closed right now. So even for that, we would still be here. So at least for this month, all is going to go forward and ahead as we're quarantining and keeping still in here. We'll keep you posted with any updates of what happens because we will be looking towards making that next step and moving forward and seeing what is going to happen with us next. But in the meantime, for the rest of this month, we got this online, and we'll be continuing to do classes. And then whatever happens coming up, though, I do want to keep these online classes going. May not be every day, Monday through Friday, but I absolutely want to keep some sort of online presence going. It's been really great to connect to people who aren't in Chicago, and just to give options for people who want to stay at home, who can't make it out, who don't have the resources or the money or whatever, or are keeping quarantined as well. So anyway, there's that. And our social medias, our websites, Patreon, all that good stuff. Hopefully you've linked up with us in all those locations already, but if you haven't, adding it there so you know where to go to find us. We'll be here. I'll be here again Monday through Friday doing these pop-ups, and then this Wednesday night doing a dance class, a special dance class. We're still debating on what exactly the style is going to be, but be some way to dance it out, move our bodies to music. Then this Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're doing a full bar class with weights. So getting back to like a traditional bar class where we actually have dumbbells, we actually have weights. I know not everybody has this at home, but you can do it without weights and you'll still be okay. Or you can grab yourself bottles of water, you can grab yourself soup cans. You can tape soup cans together, because one soup can is about, it depends on what soup it is, but maybe like a pound. So you can tape some of them together really strongly to create your own dumbbell. But we know a lot of people actually during this quarantine have gone out and they have bought equipment. So we'll be doing a lightweight bar class on Saturday, and then keep on going. Okay, let us know if you have any requests. Patreon members, they get to vote on what classes we do a lot of times. So if you want to have a say in what class we do, check out our Patreon. And yeah, thanks for flowing with me today, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, a great rest of your week, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and yeah, hope to move with you next time. Thanks all.